Hello everyone, and welcome. Today's class is a unique integration of ancient practices, drawing both Kundalini and traditional Chinese medicine. Our focus will be on vagal stimulation through specific acupressure points and balancing the 12 major meridians to really help promote vitality and emotional stability and a deeply regulated nervous system. As we learned in our lecture on meridians, the vagus nerve, and trauma in the body, meridians are energetic pathways that influence our organ function, also influence our mood and our overall health. So by combining intentional breath work and movement and sound and targeted acupressure, we will be activating parasympathetic responses and supporting the body's ability to shift from stress into a more calm state, maybe from dysregulation into alignment. So this is not just a physical practice, it's kind of like an energetic tune-up. So as we move through our Kriya today, this is a Kriya that I've developed, and various techniques, I'll guide you to stimulate key pressure points that are known to open flow through both the meridians as well as the vagus nerve. So this is going to really help to restore inner balance. Anything else I want to say before we begin? Oh yes, I have a couple of blocks here. I have a couple of blocks here in case you have those at home, a blanket and a bolster. All right, and I'll show you how to use these as we practice if you need those. And if you don't have these available at home, you can also use like pillows from your couch, blankets from your sofa, like those smaller sofa blankets can be rolled up and stuffed underneath and places. So just know that you can try to use what you may have at home already. All right, so let's get started by tuning in, and then we'll make our way into this beautiful practice. I'm getting my music all set. Drop in together, tune in together. This time, we did this last time too. We'll tune in by chanting the Adi mantra 3 times and then followed by the Mangala Charan mantra 4 times. So we'll begin practice tuning in, and then we'll move into a little bit of a spinal warm-up, and then the Kriya for balancing the vagus nerve and the 12 major meridians. Let's rub our hands together to start. Activating all those acupressure points in our palms that lead to our major organs, including the heart, the liver, the lungs. And then let's bring our palms together. Press your thumbs right into the center of your chest where CV17 is located, providing a little bit of vagal stimulation here, allowing the nervous system to calm a bit. Also, there's a reflex nerve in the center of our chest that is connected to our vagus nerve. Helps calm the nervous system here. Allow your eyes to close. Drop into the breath. Just notice how you feel right now. Notice any thoughts arising. As you breathe in and out through your nose, if your nose is fully available to you. Notice the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. Notice the warmth that generates between your palms as you just gently press them together. And then notice the warmth that is generating in your heart center as you gently press your thumbs into your sternum. Notice the flow of your breath. Tune into your heart beating in your chest. Notice your pulse in your fingertips. And finally, tune into the sound of your breath as it flows in and out of your nostrils. And we'll begin tuning in. When you are ready, take a deep breath in to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply and exhale. And we'll now make our way into the Mangala Charan mantra. And we'll chant this 4 times. Let's take a deep breath in to begin. Ad Gure Name Jugar Gure Name Sat Gure Name Sri Gurudeve Name Ad Gure Name Jugar Gure Name Sat Gure Name Sri Gurudeve Name Ad Gure Name Jugar Gure Name Sat Gure Name Sri Gurudeve Name Ad Gure Name Jugar Gure Name Sat Gure Name Sri Gurudeve Name. Inhale deeply. Hold the breath at the top, suspend your breath, draw your navel back towards your spine as you lift through your diaphragm, lengthen through your spine, and exhale. Wonderful. All right, Satnam, welcome. And let's begin. Let's begin with some movement. We'll start with some Siri Om. I'll get the music going here. All right. Hands right on your knees here. We'll inhale as we expand through the chest, rounding the spine forward. Exhale as we round our spine back, circling our torso around our hips. nice deep breaths. Beginning to get that energy to circulate from the base of the spine. Massaging acupressure point CV1 at the perineum and the tailbone at the root chakra. Allow your eyes to close. And if closing your eyes is ever uncomfortable for whatever reason within your body and your mind, you're always welcome to just leave your eyes open, but relax your eyes, relax your face, okay? Wonderful. Now let's reverse directions. Let's take those circles the other way. One more nice big circle with the torso. And let's eventually bring our torso back around. Lean forward and push through your hands into your knees to rise. Lengthen through your spine, sit up nice and tall here. Inhale deeply once you're there. Exhale with a sigh, warm up the throat a bit. Beautiful. Now let's make our way to half dragonfly. Let's extend our left leg out. Keep that right foot tucked in here, okay? And you're welcome to bring a rolled up blanket under your left knee to support you here. All right, you can bring the blanket back a little bit to support the thigh right behind the knee, okay? If that feels better for you. And we're going to come into half dragonfly here. This is going to awaken the kidney and urinary bladder meridians, which travel through the legs and also along the low back. So let's, while that left leg is extended, we'll inhale deeply here. And then we'll exhale as we slowly walk our way into a forward fold. It doesn't matter how far forward you can fold here. Find your place between resistance and comfort. And fold forward. And we'll be here for about 1 minute. Feel that stretch, that pull through the back of your left leg. And the inner thigh as well. Nice gentle pull, no pain. Just a gentle stress we want to experience there. Breathe into the posture. And if you need any extra support, you can bring in some support here. Blocks or bolster. Rise. Take your time. Rise. Push your hands into the earth or your props. And let's lean back into our hands. And And slowly switch positions. Extend the right leg out, draw the left foot in. And you can do the same on this side for any pain or resistance you may be feeling in the legs. Let's inhale to lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Let's fold forward into that forward fold. And let's stay here for a moment and breathe. Wonderful. Let's rise, push into the earth to rise here. And then let's lean back and extend both legs out. Both legs out here into a wide leg seat. And you can either use those couple of blankets under both knees now. We'll inhale, arms up for Kundalini Dragonfly. Inhale, arms up. Turn towards your right leg. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to rise. Back to center. Turn towards your left leg. Exhale, fold forward. And continue in and out. And find the pace that works for you here. You can hold the earth as well for added support. Continuing to really stretch through the urinary bladder meridian and the kidney meridians. About 30 more seconds. Wonderful. Let's inhale, rise at the center. Stretch your arms up as you inhale, exhale, hands down in front of you. Walk your way into a nice forward fold, wide leg forward fold. And let's breathe here. You can bring those blocks or bolster back in to support you here, using them at different heights if needed. And now let's begin to inhale as we push our hands into the earth to lengthen. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale down. And continue. A few more times. And down. And rise. Walk your hands back here. Lean back into your hands behind you. And let's bring the legs slowly together. Knees up. Feet onto the ground. And let's just begin to rock the knees left to right. Massaging the hips. massaging through that gallbladder meridian that travels through the side body, the side of the hips. Relieving any frustration. And let's pause with that and make our way into tabletop. So let's come to tabletop position for cat-cow. All right. So cat-cow, tabletop position. Wrists are in line with your shoulders. Knees are in line with your hips here. Spread the fingers wide. If you need some extra cushion for under your knees, a nice folded blanket under there will be supportive. Let's inhale through our nose and drop the navel towards the mat. Round the spine, lift the head. Exhale into cat. Extend the center of your spine up. Draw your chin in, and crown drops. Let's continue slow in, out. And continue nice and slow here. Maybe allow your eyes to close. Follow your breath. And continue. Cat-cow is an amazing powerhouse of an exercise. We are applying pressure to points along the stomach meridian, the spleen meridian, all throughout the backside of the body as well, the urinary bladder tract and the meridian as well. So know that this is really an energizing exercise because of how it really targets many of the 12 major meridians. Now we'll begin to quicken the pace. You can continue to move slowly if you want to, or join me in quickening the pace. Let's begin. And as you quicken the pace, we are still taking full inhales and full exhales through the nose, honoring your body. Tune into how you feel along your spine and your backside, and always move at a pace that works for you and your body. Wonderful. Inhale deeply, coming into cow pose. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Expand. Exhale into cat. Extend the center of your spine up, up, up. Tabletop. And let's make our way into child's pose. Open up through your knees, send your hips back towards your heels, extend your arms forward, and bring the center of your forehead to rest onto the mat, or maybe onto a block or two. And rest here in this posture. Really lengthening through the spine. Opening up through the heart, opening up through your hips, targeting that kidney line in the inner thigh. And if you want to target that heart meridian, bring your palms together and bring your prayer pose hands onto the back of your head. Allowing a nice stretch through the heart meridian that travels through the backs of the arms. release the posture. Slowly make your way up. Push your hands into the earth to rise. And let's come to sit. Let's come to sit in a comfortable seated position. And we'll make our way into meridian heart exercise. It's an exercise for the heart. It's a meridian exercise. We'll bring our arms out, palms facing forward. Here's where we inhale. We inhale deeply. Exhale. Bring the palms together. Bring your palms together in front of you. Inhale as you flip your palms to face outward. Exhale as you push the palms back. Inhale, flip the palms to face forward. Exhale, hands together. Inhale, flip. Exhale, push. Stretching through the lung and heart meridians as well as the pericardium meridians that travel through the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Also the Sanjiao, the triple warmer. Inhale and exhale. Continue at your own pace. Strengthening our arms strengthens our cardiovascular health, nourishes the heart, protects the heart. Push back. Almost there. Last time in. Out. Inhale, palms out. Flip them, exhale back. Beautiful, and then let's release our arms down to rest. Noticing how we feel here. Noticing what is happening within our arms, our upper arms here. Where do you feel a stress in the body? And now let's make our way into what is called Radiance Charger. We went over this in our lecture yesterday. Radiance Charger is when we bring our arms up in that V-shaped formation. Draw the shoulders down and away from your ears. Thumbs plugged up to point towards the sky as we bring our other fingers into the pads of our palms. Wonderful. Allow your eyes to close here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Half a breath in. And begin breath of fire. And we'll be here for 3 minutes. Breath of fire is rapid diaphragmatic breathing in and out through your nose as you pump your navel point. So there is an in on the inhale, the belly comes out. On the exhale, it contracts. Find your own rhythm for your breath. My pace may be faster or slower than yours. It doesn't matter. Find your own rhythm. the top, bring your thumbs to touch above your crown. Extend your fingers out and up towards the sky. Hold, stretch up. Exhale. Slowly release your arms, allowing them to glide through your auric field. And rest here with your palms facing the sky or facing down on your lap. Notice how you feel. What has shifted? And when you feel like you're ready, open your eyes. This is an amazing exercise. We're bringing our fingers into the pads of our palms. That puts pressure on acupressure points in the inner fingers, the knuckles, inner knuckles of the fingers that open our sinuses, allowing us to take more breath in. And then we plug our thumbs towards the sky, really opening up through that lung channel that starts at the thumb and ends at the chest here. So you'll feel that beautiful stretch through the lung meridian, and that is going to increase your lung capacity. It's going to help release toxins and impurities from the lungs. That breath work also is very powerful for stimulating the nervous system in a way that is healthy, increasing energy and vitality. All right, so now let's bring our hands into Venus Mudra, Venus Lock. We interlace our fingers and then we cross left thumb over right or right thumb over left. Whatever feels best for you in your body, okay? That changes day to day. And we'll just bring that mudra wherever feels best. Maybe it's right in front of your heart, maybe in front of your throat, maybe it's lower. Let the shoulders relax, let your shoulders relax and your elbows relax, okay? And let's do some neck rolls as we are in this mudra here. Chin comes to chest. And just begin to circle your head around your shoulders. Maybe inhaling as you bring your head back. Maybe exhaling as you bring your chin back around to your chest. And continue. If this full rotation of your neck is uncomfortable, try half moon. Half moon is when we bring our chin towards our chest. We inhale as we bring our right ear towards our right shoulder. And then we exhale as our chin travels across our chest to bring our left ear towards our left shoulder. Okay, that's half moon. These neck rolls are wonderful for putting pressure on acupressure points, small intestine 1 in the neck. Applying a nice vagal stimulation here as well. And then let's switch directions. Let's take it the other way. And as we are pressing the lower pads of our thumbs together in this mudra, we are applying pressure to acupressure points connected to the thyroid and the parathyroid. And as we move our neck in these circles, we're massaging the thyroid and the parathyroid as well. This is excellent for our thyroid health. Let's slowly bring our chin back around to our chest. And head down, chin in. Let's take a deep breath in here through our nose. Exhale with a sigh through the mouth. Warm up the throat. And slowly allow your head to rise. Keeping your hands in this mudra, we'll just begin to look left. Looking over our left shoulder, inhaling here. Exhale as you turn to look over your right shoulder. Continuing to apply pressure to that point in the neck. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Continue. Last time. And let's look forward here. Take a deep breath in Venus Mudra. Hold the breath. Press the lower pads of the thumbs together and exhale to release. Let that energy flow through the hands, up the arms. Feel it, maybe even visualize it. Wonderful. All right, now take your fingers and begin to massage your skull. Massage your skull all around, everywhere. Most especially right around where GV20 is, at the top of the crown, where your soft spot used to be when you were a baby. And make sure to get all around the scalp as well. All along the points of the gallbladder meridian that travel all around the side of the skull here. Relieving any anger, any frustration. Massage your skull. And you can do this anytime if you're feeling angry about something. Just take time, take a moment. It takes a moment. Little moments throughout the day. Simple exercises. Keep it simple, keep it short. Your practice doesn't need to be an entire hour long. It can be massaging your skull for 2 minutes during lunch. It can be a forward stretch to regulate your nervous system later in the afternoon. All right, let's bring that to a close, and then now let's smile and begin to tap. Smile and tap your entire skull all around. Nice gentle taps with your fingertips. Notice if your teeth are clenched, unclench, and just smile. And let's tap on GV20 a couple of times right where the soft spot was. Smile. And then let's bring that to a close. Arms can release down. Notice how you feel. All right. Let's extend our legs out in front of us, like so. You can bring a rolled up blanket or bolster under your knees. Bolster can provide an extra lift here. Okay, if you need to, elevate the knees to relieve any tension in the hips. Also, a blanket rolled up, placed right under your sits bones to elevate your hips can be very nice as well. It allows you to really lengthen through the spine here. Okay? What we're going to do here is extend our legs out into what is called life nerve stretch. Legs are extended, And what we'll do is bring our thumbs right up to the outer area of the shin. So we have our shin bone, and then we have the muscly, fleshy part of the shin that is along the shin bone. That is where the stomach meridian travels. So what we'll do, and you don't have to lift your pants, we'll find that line along the shin, and we'll inhale, or you can use the heel of your palms actually, that's so much better. We'll inhale to lengthen, exhale, fold, massage the stomach line. Inhale, rise, massage up. Exhale, fold. It doesn't matter how far forward you can fold or how many points you can massage. All of these points are excellent, but most especially ST36 right at the top, right below the kneecap. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you fold. You can't rush your healing. Let the eyes soften. Relax your eyes, relax your face. Maybe bring the tip of your tongue to gently just touch the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth. That will allow the jaw to relax. And our vagus nerve scans our jaw for stress. So we're communicating with our nervous system. We are in charge. You're not running out. You're really running in. Confusion clouds the heart, but it also points the way. Quiet down the mind. Feel yourself softening. Deep breaths. You can't rush your healing. Darkness has its teaching. Few more times. Last 2 times. And fold forward to hold. Reach for knees, shins, ankles, or toes. Fold forward. And hold here and breathe. Beautiful stretch through the urinary bladder line and the kidney line, balancing the autonomic nervous system. Increasing our energy. You can't rush your healing. Darkness has its teaching. Love is never leaving. You can't rush your healing. And let us rise. Push your hands into your legs to support you on your way up, up, up. And let's come to lie down on our back. All the way down. And just notice how you feel now. allowing yourself to be held by Mother Earth, allowing yourself to feel supported by the ground beneath you. And now we'll make our way into an exercise called nose to knees in Kundalini Yoga. We'll bring our knees in towards our chest. Now, if this is feels too tight in the chest area, you're welcome to open your knees up to allow yourself to breathe better, to take in the flow of breath, okay? And then you can hold those knees in, and that will still put a nice pressure on the ascending and descending colon here, and the spleen meridian as well. When we have our knees together and bring them in, we're putting pressure on ascending, descending colon, as well as our ST25 acupressure point, and points along the spleen meridian. So this is going to improve our splenic energy. You bring your nose up towards your knees, curl up into a ball. Inhale deeply here. Exhale. Half a breath in. Begin breath of fire curled up in a ball. And as you breathe powerfully here, really pull up on your pelvic floor. Pull up on the pelvic floor. Tighten through the muscles of the perineum. Almost there. Wonderful. Inhale deeply. And exhale, release. Release your legs and your arms down. And really feel that circulation of blood and energy circulating throughout your entire body here. Rest. Surround us with your And now we'll make our way into supine twist. So for supine twist, we may want to have a bolster, a blanket, or blocks nearby. We're going to start on the left side, twist with the right leg over to the left. So I have the bolster ready on my left side. Draw the right knee up and in. Place your right foot onto the ground. And then shift your hips over to the right just a little bit. Bring your right knee up again, and then allow your right knee to float over and down onto your left side. And rest it onto the bolster or the ground. And then open up through your chest here. Allow your right shoulder to come down to the ground. If your right shoulder is not rested on the ground, maybe stuff a blanket under your right shoulder for support there. And then allow your right arm to float out, palm facing up, rested onto the ground. You're welcome to look up towards the sky here, or look over your right shoulder for a deeper stretch. We're giving a nice, beautiful stretch through the gallbladder meridian, through the liver meridian, the spleen meridian as well. Really allowing ourselves to release excess heat in the body here. Letting go of anger in a very healthy way, while also stimulating digestion and elimination processes, which is excellent for every function of the human body. Our digestion is so important. It determines how we also digest our life experiences. So if there's a lot of high stress, That can also affect our digestive tract. As we learned, everything is interconnected. So breathe deeply here, relax. We'll take a few more breaths here. And let's slowly make our way out of the posture. First looking up, then bringing your right arm in towards your body, resting it anywhere. Look over at your left knee and bring your left hand under your right knee, and allow your left hand to guide your right knee back over, rolling onto your back nice and slowly. Pressing your right foot into the ground, let's shift the hips back over and center with the spine. And then allow your right leg to release all the way down. Let's come on to the other side. First, we may want to move that bolster over to the other side if we need to. Lift the left knee up towards your chest. Bring the left foot down onto the earth. Shift your hips over to the left. Then bring your left knee back up. And float that left knee over to the right. And then open up through the chest here and let that left arm come out, palm faces up. And you can look up or over your left shoulder for that deeper stretch. And let's breathe it out here. So the right side is where the liver is, the left side is where the spleen is located. Meridian channels travel on both sides of the body. So same meridians are being affected on the left side or the right side in our twist. They mirror each other. A few more breaths here. And let's make our way out, looking upward, rolling our head to look up, bringing your left arm in towards your body. Looking over at your left knee, use your right hand to guide your left knee back, over. Roll onto your back, press your left foot into the earth to shift your hips back to center. And let your left leg relax down. Now let's bring both feet down into the earth, knees come up. And then bring your heels as close as you comfortably can towards your glutes, towards your sits bones. You're welcome to hold on to your ankles if you can reach might have pretty long arms. Or bring your hands down by your side, palms face down. Inhale as you bring your hips up. Always looking up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you bring your hips down. Coming into bridge, Kundalini bridge. Inhale, hips up. Exhale down. Continue. As we massage the kidneys, send energy and blood circulating back to the heart, and compress through the throat, compressing through small intestine 1, and points along the urinary bladder meridian. Also strengthening the thighs and points along the stomach line. A few more times. And last time. And down. Wonderful. Let's extend our legs out and down and make our way into Shavasana. Allow your eyes to close and rest here. Let's take a nice long deep breath in and exhale. Slowly begin to move your fingers and your toes. Roll your wrists and your ankles. And then let's rub our hands together, make them nice and warm. And bring your warm palms to cover your eyes. And with your eyes covered in this way, slowly open your eyes, looking into the darkness. And then gently release your hands from your face. And bring your arms down by your sides. And let's draw our knees in towards our chest. And give them a little squeeze. Now you're welcome to rock left to right here, rocking left to right, massaging the back side, or you can rock back and forth like so on your spine, more of an energizing awakening, or you can choose more of a relaxed awakening by rocking left to right. If you're rocking back and forth, we're going to use this momentum here to roll up into a comfortable seat. If you're rocking left to right, let's roll over onto our side and stay there for a moment. And then let's all make our way into a comfortable seated position of our choice. We'll close this practice with a meditation called the Breath of 10 Meditation to Become Disease Free. This is a very powerful meditation where we're really getting into a couple of very important points, acupressure points in the body. So I'll show you the movement, just covered in little sheepskins. So we'll bring our elbows into the sides of our rib cage, right? And what this does, and we're going to be moving, I'll show you the movement. Let's start there. Palms are facing each other in front of our hearts. We inhale, we're doing a specific breath work, right? Where we're inhaling 5 times through the nose. So it's 5-stroke inhalation through the nose. Completing 1 full inhalation, and then 5-stroke exhalation from the mouth. Completing a full exhalation on the 5th exhale. And the way that we move our arms for each inhale, each stroke of inhalation, and each exhale stroke is like so. Okay? Now you can either keep your elbows tucked into your rib cage and just move the hands, and some like to move the elbows and the hands, and it's like we're building energy in front of the heart here. Okay? Now what's happening here is as we press our elbows into our rib cage like so, we are applying pressure to acupressure points of the spleen meridian, spleen 21, and this one has a beautiful name. It's also called the motherly embrace, and that's because this is where we were held most as children. We were lifted up from a side of our rib cage when we were lifted. It's a very comforting point. What it does is it releases the feeling of fullness in the chest. It comforts the heart, and it also helps with grief, processing grief and sadness, and the feeling of being detached, like you're separate. It helps relieve that feeling of separateness. And so we're moving our arms in this way, and it's like we're pushing the hands together, like we're about to clap them, but we're not, right? And that's just really building a nice energy in front of the heart. It's a focus on the heart, and also a focus on what is called the thymus gland, which is a gland located in the center of our chest, right where the CV17 acupressure point is located as well. And the thymus gland is responsible for producing lymphocytes, which help us fight off infections. And this gland tends to deteriorate over time. Over time, as we age, it starts to deteriorate and work less efficiently. So this is an excellent, excellent meditation to keep that gland functioning properly for as long as possible, right? Because everything, as we age, eventually changes. So, but these meditations are very effective in keeping that gland nice and strong. Let's begin. Hands at the heart, elbows at the rib cage, palms facing in. This breath work, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. As we exhale through the mouth, we really get some vagal stimulation in the back of the tongue. The vagus nerve connects to the back of the tongue. So these exercises that where the breath is coming in or out from the mouth in that way, the pushing, the forcing of air out through the mouth or in, stimulates the vagus nerve and calms the nervous system. But it's also a cool, kind of a cooling breath as well, as we build a little bit of heat in the upper body. So hands right so. You can allow your eyes to close. And when you feel like you're ready, we'll begin. You're going to feel something building in the chest. Energy energy. Building in the chest. Push it in. Pack it in. Build it. Powerful. Keep going. Get into the glands of the chest, the glands in the armpits. Detox. We're halfway there. Concentrate. Feel yourself begin to sweat. That's a good thing. It's gonna start to get a little sticky. That's okay. We're almost there. Thirty more seconds. Last time. Pause. Inhale deeply through your mouth, through your nose. Hold the breath and push both fists into either side of your belly button. Put pressure there. Hold the breath. Push in. Powerful exhale through your mouth. Release. When you're ready, inhale deeply through your nose. Hold the breath. Push the heels of your palms into the area below your cheekbone. Hold the breath. Push. Powerful exhale through your nose. through your mouth. Hands on your heart, left hand first, right hand on top. Inhale deeply. Apply pressure to the chest. Hold, hold. Powerful exhale through your mouth. And release your hands down. Rest your hands onto your lap. And breathe naturally. Notice how you feel. Just be. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. This is a beautiful meditation. Like I mentioned earlier, releasing the feeling of fullness in the chest through the SP21 acupressure point at the rib cage. We are allowing ourselves to feel held and seen and a sense of belonging and love. And then at the end, we press into ST25, stimulating the vagus nerve. Then we press right into the heart points below the cheekbone, comforting the heart. And then we press down on the chest into those lung points to open the lungs and release any leftover grief-like energy in the chest area. And we do powerful exhales for a deep release. A release for the nervous system. A release for our cardiovascular health, improving that cardiovascular health. A nice release for the heart. And a nice release in the lungs where we store that grief and our sadness and our attachments in the heart, right? Releasing attachments, releasing the grief, releasing any depression that stores itself in the rib cage. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Let's close this practice with one round with the mantra Long Time Sun. We'll chant Long Time Sun together. Let's rub our hands together. Bring your hands to heart center. Press your thumbs into the center of your chest. Allow your eyes to close. Notice how you feel now compared to how you felt when you first arrived this evening, first arrived to practice. And let's close. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on. Let us all take a deep breath in. Suspend your breath for a moment and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. The light that resides in me deeply loves and honors that same light that resides in you. Sat Nam. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you again soon.